Good afternoon, guys, and thanks for joining me this afternoon. So it's funny how Julius ABURE has come out to launch an attack on Peter Obi. And, I've been trying to find out what Peter Obi's offense really is, but it's obvious that all this is out of, bitterness due to the fact that Peter Obi said he should be investigated or the account of Labour Party should be audited. He said he was going to bring in external auditors to audit the account when the rumors of Julius Abure using funds there to, acquire properties and all of that, uh, came up. Now, Julius Abure is accusing the treasurer that accused him. Oh, she was a thief all this while and you kept quiet. Is that what you're telling us? Are you telling us that it is because she raised an alarm that you have been cashing out monies and even sending to different accounts? And that is why you now have a problem? Is that the situation? These are questions that should be asked to Julius Abure. Or have he compromised? Somebody now sponsoring him to tarnish or to come out and start attacking Peter Obi, how Lamidi Apapa was doing? Let's know, because anybody who is money driven can do anything. That is the truth. The man didn't accuse you. This what he said was, less okay, I will get people to audit the account to find out. Even when the situation was up, I remember different times he was asked about this issue. He said he was going to, look for how the account will be audited. He never for one day indicted you. He never for one day came out to say you are a thief or you stole money or this or that. Peter Obi is not a careless talker. But now you don't come out, you open mouth, they talk anyhow. I'm going to be showing you the video where he said all what he said. But before I do that, let me quickly show you what Pat Utomi said about Nigerians taking back their country. He said it clearly that no one political party can save Nigeria. Please listen to him and we'll come back. We'll continue.
Nigeria's future was destroyed by the Nigerian political class, no question. And why did it come to happen that way? A variety of reasons, but a simple intro to this would, I think, come from a seminar, a lecture about a couple of days ago to mark the passing of Emeka Obasi, the memorial lecture of Kayode Fayemi, who was governor of Ekiti State, was keynote speaker and all of that. And a pretty good question was asked of him by Eniola Bello of this day. And you guys have preached these things, you've talked about these things, you've gone into government and nothing happened. And in a very, profound way, probably didn't realize he was saying that. He was saying, politicians cannot save you in Nigeria. A political party cannot save you. Citizens have to take back their country. That is the truth of the matter. Now, there was something I thought he had in mind, but obviously it would be too theoretical to, put it that way there. But immediately reminded me of a great Nigerian political scientist called Peter Eke, who back in 1975 wrote a seminal essay, Colonialism and the Two Publics. And he makes the point about how in Western societies, for example, you essentially have one public, and there's a morality that goes with that public, and people act with that morality. You can't steal public money and get away. There is accountability. There's this, and citizens rise to ensure that that does not happen. But he argues that with colonialism, there was a bifurcation, if you will, of the publics, and then you have what is now the parochial culture, where a man from your village touches 100 naira from the village association thing. He gets ostracized, all kinds of things happen, and so he would not dare do that. But the same man goes to Abuja, no man's land. And somebody, when I was talking about this somewhere today, brought up Gareth Hardin and the tragedy of the commons. That which belongs to all belongs to none. And so this same guy just goes, in it like a drunken, sailor, tearing away at the public purse. And so Nigerian political parties have been built on that culture. In fact, compounded, if I just begin 1 more second to talk political theory, by a phenomenon that happened with the convergence of soldiers and oil, which my friend Richard Joseph describes very well in his book on prebendal politics in Nigeria. So everybody is scrambling for a share of this cake. Politicians forgot the mission of politics, which is to use creativity to make the next generation better than this generation.
But when did that happen?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you talk about the supply of easy money, which was diverted on an unprecedented scale away from development into private pockets. But Nigeria had borrowed a lot of money and still had to pay back huge amounts of money that had been borrowed. And is that what precipitated this downward spiral?
It created a culture. And this is what? Culture is everything. Values shape human progress. When this dangerous alchemy, like I call it, of soldiers and oil took place, you had soldiers in power. They'd managed to create what is essentially a command structure, not when the regions could oppose the center and all of that, but now the general at the top appointed vassals who were colonels to run and so nobody questioned anything. Jump, how high, sir? And then oil revenues surged in. They didn't need to collect taxes from the citizens who could then hold them accountable. What did you use my tax money for? And they just went. After a while, you couldn't tell the difference between the state's purse and the personal. And the mindset of the people in public life actually was shaped by that. Politicians stopped working for, living for, or being around for the people.
Welcome back, guys. I guess you heard him. What he said there is the gospel truth. The political class can never save Nigeria. They don't mess Nigeria up. They don't care about the people. What they care about is themselves. They are cronies. We have said this time after time. So Nigerians, how Peter Obi was always preaching during election, take back your country. It is your lives they are ruining. He has said it severally. He said they have lived their own life. It is your life now they are ruining. The society we insult today will take revenge on the next generation that is coming. He has always sounded it like a trumpet. And now, here is Patu Tommy saying the same thing. Nigerians have to be serious about taking back their country. If not, maybe one day we'll wake up and we'll not have a country to call our own. Now, I haven't said that. Let me show you what Julius ABURE said. And when we come back, we'll wrap up. Please watch.
I challenge everybody in the party. Peter will be inclusive and several others. That I'm still expecting the auditors to come. Well, the leadership style would obviously not be comfortable for people who are dubious. If Peter Obi had won as president, he would have faced a lot of crises, even from the National Assembly and from all other places. Mrs. Oluchi stole the party resources into personal accounts and was sharing with the then leadership of the party. We presented the audited statement of account for 2022 and for 2023. And Oluchi has been treasurer of the party since 2014. Ask her, where is her financial records from 2014 that she took over office to 2020 and 2021? Ask her. Embezzlement in a political party cannot take place with one person. The national chairman does not sign check alone. It is either the chairman is a signatory but must co-sign with one person. The national chairman must co-sign checks with the national treasurer or with the national secretary for money to come.
Well, welcome back, guys. I guess you saw it. Now, like I said, I guess this is out of bitterness. Even the Peter Obi, that is, they should bring the auditors now. They should do this. They will bring the auditors and you will be audited. If not, you will tell us how you got the millions you used to buy new houses and all of that. Money just enter party when I start to use Armenia. I know your anger because the man didn't support your kangaroo convention where you wanted to impose yourself as chairman again. You thought you could use will keep the ticket for you unopposed, this thing, to lure the man. But he said the right thing must be done. Everything must follow due process. He wanted him to support you with your kangaroo arrangement, but as he no do am now, and he still dey say make the audit account, he dey pay you. And now you are coming out to call his name anyhow, even though he became president. What and what and what. Different talk. You are now accusing the treasurer because she was the one that accused you and said you have been diverting funds into personal accounts, even sending to your children. And she, that is the treasurer, don't even know about these funds. When is the treasurer that should be even aware of funds first? Because she should be the one receiving it, receiving alert, knowing how much is in the listing and all of that. But you did diversion, you did all what you wanted to do. And now that she came out openly to expose you, now you're saying she's a thief, she has been stealing this thing. Why didn't you expose her all this while? Why is it now that you were exposed that you're coming to talk down on the treasurer? Like I said, we are still waiting for those independent auditors. Peter Obi should make sure he brings them to audit the account, and they should tell us the irregularities they found, because the truth is that Julius, prior to this time, Julius ABURE didn't have money to buy a house. I did a video where I showed you his old house and showed you the property he has acquired, not only in Guzape in Abuja, in Benin, in other places. Where did the money come from? You know that Peter Obi don't joke with funds, especially when it comes to public funds. He wants to always be accountable, and he wants everybody around him to be accountable. So if, because he's saying you'll be audited and he didn't support you for your kangaroo convention, you are paid and you are, venting, then that one is your business. And because we obedience will not send you. At any time we fling you away safe. Now Peter Obi will know. We followed him because we are not Labour Party members. We only supported him because that was the platform he was using. If he diverts tomorrow, we'll divert with him. So get that into your skull. I just said let me show you guys. Thanks for watching and God bless you.